Hi everyone, Grey Power 60 here. So I was doing some playing around with some papers and stuff, and I went looking for a few items, and I found this box that I had. Oh my God, I'm telling you, I'm finding everything I need without having to go buy anything because I've already bought it. And crazy. I found this little mortgage book, which would be great for journaling. And this is kind of a family emergency handbook with blah, blah, blah. I found some stamps. This is a full stamp, but I don't need the whole thing. I had purchased this Tim Holtz collection. I purchased this a while ago. I hope it's not glaring. Yeah, let me see if I can zoom out a little bit because it is quite a big box. You know, and remember I was talking about I needed a darning needle for sewing, you know, my signatures together. I had purchased this. I don't know where, but it's right here. So I've got to kind of take everything out of here, and I have a small container that's only for sewing stuff with thread and needles and stuff. So I'm going to put that in there. All that to say, I was looking for this, and I have a box that I keep all of these in. And here is a scripted embossing folder. A little notepad that I could be using, some stickers, some double-sided tape. Like, what's the matter? You know, I guess I had put this together because I was going to make a little notebook on a card because it's got the pointed edges there. Like Halloween, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here's the cover for that large stamp that I had. Helps if you put things back in their packaging. Like, I don't need anything. I've got, you know, I'm finding things that I already have. Now I know I've got this, and there's more pages in here. This was an order for papers and stuff that I had purchased from, I don't know, could have been Journal Say, Temu, the washi tape shop. I was playing around with writing with my calligraphy set that I have. I got stickers. Obviously, I was using this for working on painting stuff. Oh, there's that pen that I really like. It's a beautiful black pen. So that needs to be put somewhere else. I've got papers that I made. I don't know what this is. Definitely needs to go in the garbage. Let's see what else we've got in here. Oh, I've got torn papers. I've got pen. I've got a stick. Oh, I think I tried to tea dye some of this stuff. What is My Ocean is Blue? Oh, this is a little booklet that McDonald's was giving with Happy Meals. And I kept a couple of them, I think. And this is some, it came from the ribbons section because there's a big roll of it somewhere. I mean, I've got everything I need to create a journal. These are really old pages from a book that I had, a writing book or a journaling book that I had. Napkins, tracing paper. Gosh. Oh, and now I made this little cluster can go somewhere else. Oh, I made this little book. I don't know if I'll ever finish it. Vellum, more tracing paper, more scraps, more scraps. An envelope that I folded, but I didn't do anything with. And more scraps in here. Lots of goodies, you know? That's the trouble with when I was working on something. When I was working on a project and I was working in the living room, coming back and forth, getting things from my bedroom, going back into the living room, etc., etc. That's what happened with a lot of this stuff, that it ended up just throwing it in a box, and here we are. Oh, this is one of the, this is from Medicine Hat, Alberta. Could have been from, gosh, I can't remember. I apologize. I don't know if it was Donna G or not. She did let me know that it was her that sent me those postcards. I'm thankful for that. I really am. Yeah, so I've got these beautiful papers that are going to have to go into my stash, where I keep all of my journaling stuff, which is on a shelf over here. But, you know, I don't have to complain about not having scraps. I just have to keep the box available for me. This was not on my IKEA shelf beside me with my pretty pink and turquoise boxes. This was on a shelf on the other two bookshelves that I have, that I haven't gone through yet. I haven't gone through that stuff. So, wow. I'm finding these I had bought because it had the letter G for Gray Power on it, and I thought these would be really cute to put on the back of an envelope when not that I have, but when I send out Happy Mail. So, you know, the whole thing of checking out your stash, what you've already got, things that I needed to do. I wanted to make some signatures, so I now have my needle. I just need to put them together. And these stamps need to go into the box that I have for clear stamps. And I think I've included my, I've got a couple of these, what do you call it? Oh my God, my brain just went, you know what I'm saying. I've got a couple of these in there as well. So I've got that all together. So rather than take a few out, which I've done here, I'm going to put them all back into the box. I've got some other ones here. I'm going to put them back in the box so that I have them handy. And another thing, let me clear stamps. Here we go. Here's the box. Here's my box. Sorry, I'm up a little in your face. But I'm just going to throw them on top for now. I'll sort through them in a bit. But at least now I know where all my script. There we go. Sorry, I'm moving around here. Now I know where all my script stamps are for when I need them. The other thing that I have that I haven't used, and you know what? These are really cool for, you know, ripping and using as because of the way it's made. This is that homemade paper. Now, do I have I have it here. Homemade paper, ideal for scrapbooking, lampshades, personalized stationery, and cards and more. This was, they are 11 by 15 and you get 2 sheets in a package. And I still have, oh, maybe 12, 12 of these packages. Comes like that. And when you take it out, I just ripped it apart here, but when you take it out, it's like this. Now, isn't this beautiful? Now, I don't know how that's going to rip, but you know what? Let's just see. Now, one side is usually, I bet I could color that as well, but wouldn't that be nice to have that, you know, put on a, actually, you know, a scrap. I'm going to use this here. Sorry, I'm making noise. But, you know, to darken it a little bit, I could use my Distress ink and kind of go over it. I mean, I'm just getting some crazy ideas here, but isn't that beautiful? I wonder if I wet it, if I wet it, if the leaves would come out of it. But you know, that is kind of cool. And I could even cut it down even more and make clusters out of this. Would be really, really cool. And I like having the, you know, the fringe, I guess you could call it, be loose there. Anyway, I am going through my things as I look through different, you know, different things that I've made and see. Now, this is a little thick, but that's okay because I can, you know, I can always use that. But I was just thinking of what I could do, and it doesn't have to be just that. I could do it in different colors, layering with oh, I don't have it with me. Oh, yes, I do. You know, layering it on paper with, you know, maybe some doilies, grab some, sorry, it's another one of those horrible videos where I am just discovering things. And I'm just discovering all kinds of crazy things. I mean, this is just extra paper that I have. Maybe I might want to have a pink background. Maybe I'll want to use that. Maybe, again, I'm using my glue book here. Oh, let's try this one because I just ripped it. Just to get the colors out. Put that maybe on top. You know, and I don't have to distress the sides of it, but let's just see here. Could have the leaf hanging off, maybe have this here. Get another piece of paper, who knows what. I mean, you know, I'm just, like I say, I'm just playing around here. Totally not sure what the heck I'm doing. This is all very light colors, but I could easily have used dark colors. Maybe put that underneath here. And let's see what else I've got on in my book of goodies here, in my mess. You know, I've got another one here that's kind of cool, kind of a cool pattern. Maybe tear this a little bit. Again, these, if you're going, you know, for me, if you're going to rip one, you might as well rip them all. It doesn't have to be. Like I say, I'm not very good at coordinating things, but with practice, maybe, with practice, I might be able to create something. Let's grab my stapler. And then cover that with another something, another whatever, another piece of paper, another, maybe even the same one, and just glue that on here on the top. Let's just grab, I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. I'm just playing. And basically, the reason that I took my, there, the staples in the back, and it's covered here. I mean, it's all kind of plainish, few things peeking out, but that could be considered a cluster that I've started. I could, you know, put it on a book, you know, anyway. I'm not very good at coordinating. But like I said before, I'm always, my biggest problem is wanting to not just do them that far, but to finish them up. Let's see if I can cut this off. Sorry, I don't know if you can see me or not. I'm trying to get the middle off of this one, and it just doesn't want to come out. There we go, finally. And then there's this plastic part in the back. You know, get that all put together. Let's see if I can just use my glue stick and put that there. Oops. And then maybe a button. This is my little jar of buttons. I've got a lot of buttons. This is my little jar of buttons. A lot of the wooden ones are on the top. But, you know, I could put that one there. That one matches. Now, if I had my glue gun plugged in, I had it plugged in because I was doing some other things. This is my small collection. I do have a bigger container somewhere else. But let's move that out of the way. I wasn't prepared to do anything. I was just discovering, and I've got a total mess over here. Total mess. Absolutely total mess. Let's see, get this stuff out of here. Some stuff can go in the garbage. All to talk about things that I'm finding. Oh, where did my button go? I think I threw it somewhere. If you guys can see it, let me know. I can't see where it goes. Maybe it's in my outfit here. Blah, blah, blah. All right, get another one. I'll find it as I'm cleaning up. I'll find it. Let's put it on there. Because I know the littler ones are down here. I really need to mix it up. Oh, this one's a nice brown. Kind of like that one. And then there's this littlest one. I like the littlest one. I don't want to fool around here. I just want to see. I've even got these heart, which I could paint on this side. Heart buttons. Oh, here's another one. It's probably the one that got missing. Maybe not. Don't know. Don't know. But for now, oh, I'll put my tacky glue on. So I'm actually pleased with that particular, you know, with practice, obviously. With practice, I'll be able to master some of these crazy, I'm just looking for a paper clip because that may be clogged. Here's a paper clip. I'm just opening it up. Sometimes it gets clogged here, but it seems to be okay. Yep, it's okay. It's okay. I just need to bring it down. Usually when I'm doing a project, I keep all of my glues in a glue bottle like that. I always keep them upside down so that the glue will come down and it'll always be available. I kind of leave it sitting in a dish. A dish. So let's see if I have any glue coming out. Oh, there we go. I think I'm gonna have to get another glue bottle because that glue seems to be very watery and I don't know why. I don't know why. So I may have to leave that upside down for a while and see if I can shake that up. That's the tacky glue. I like using tacky glue once in a while. So there, I finally did a cluster. It is kind of neutral with a little bit of the blue. And that could go in my cluster book that I haven't quite finished. I haven't finished because I haven't sewn it together, which now I can do because I have found my needle. And of course I got lots of thread, absolutely tons of it. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I just wanted to share this homemade paper that I found, this box full of goodies that I obviously need to, these are mortgage rates, Grand and Toy, wow. I don't know what year that was made, but you know, these are great pages, great numbers that can be used. You know, if you're looking to mix up, because sometimes I get bogged down by just having book pages. Well, I'm pleased with myself that I actually got one done and I wasn't totally panicked. I even stamped out some words here, and this one here, it says, ooh, that kind of looks cool on there. Have you ever? Now I could use a darker one. Have you ever? ... I've got thanks. These are just things that I found in some of my stash. There's not many words in here. Most of it is those book numbers that I had. I kind of like that. Have you ever? Maybe stick it there. Have you ever? Maybe. I know I was going to close this video off, and now I'm going a little crazy here, trying to make a little flag. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? I just found it in a pile of, oh, I didn't want to cover that, but maybe I could, let's see, this is the longer way. Now here's the other thing, you know, am I going to be silly and try and come up with something so that it's geometrically because I didn't want to lose that flower. Did you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever? And then, of course, there's the did I glue that down? I don't remember. I don't remember gluing that down. I probably did, and I just don't remember. Well, have you ever? I do like it, and that's hiding in the bottom here. So I think I'm going to try it with my glue stick. I think it really needs some. I don't have any more because it's too expensive here. Very expensive for glitter glue. You know, art glitter glue. I used to buy it, and then it was like $30 for a bottle, like 3 ounces. Like, no, you know, it may be cheaper for you guys in the States, but for us up here, it can be quite expensive. The other one, there we go. The other one that I really liked was, I think it's called not Gorilla Glue, sorry, I'm thinking, Reptile. That as well is around $30 for a small bottle like this. Like, why would I do that? Why would I spend that kind of money on glue when many art glues are just fine? Okay, now that I've ranted, now that I've gone on about stuff that I'm finding in, you know, I think what happened, and to be honest with you, I mentioned it before in another video, a lot of times what happens is I'll bring things, when I was in the living room and Mom was here with me, I would bring things into the living room to do crafting while, you know, Mom was watching TV or whatever. And then to carry it back into my craft room because it does get messy when you're crafting. We all do. I ended up putting it in boxes like this. And I have about 4 of these boxes on my shelf that I'm going to have to look at and see what other goodies I have. So I'm really pleased that I finally made a cluster that doesn't look too bad. I'm kind of liking that. Now I'm gonna have to find, and I think I'll probably, if I'm not too crazy here. I showed you these containers. These are I bought a bunch of these that I keep some stamps in, and I think I will label this one clusters, so it now has a home, and there it is, and now I have a place for it, because on my shelf beside me, you can't see, but over here I have a shelf, and I have these sitting on them. This will be separate now because I only keep them two apart, and I do label them, but I didn't label all of them yet. And I'm very pleased with that. I'm very pleased with that one. I know it's not perfection. I'm not the best at it, but I'm still learning. And of course, you've got to take your scraps out of the box. Donna, you've got to take your scraps out of the box. I mean, I was even looking at this, wanting to make, something out of this little booklet. I mean, it was free, So, word search, drawing, fun, scavenger hunt. And these are all, words I could be using. I just think it was, why throw them away? A lot of times people will get these and the kids don't want them and they end up throwing them away. And these can be used for little craft journals. I can rip the pages out a few at a time. Yeah. Recover it. A McDonald's toy that can be repurposed. A mortgaging book with the tables can be repurposed. Okay, I'm going on and on for nothing. Thanks for joining me again today. Sorry, all of my videos this week seem to be rants. They seem to be totally mixed up. I'm just sharing what I am going through and finding things that I forgotten I had. And you know what happened a lot of times is I had a stash of my things in I think I'll put that one in here, maybe not. No, that goes in my other thing. I had a lot of going back and forth, a lot of things that were I already had. I probably had a feeling and got frustrated because I couldn't find them and ended up going to the store and buying more, which I know is what happened with the, okay. Now I can't find it again, and I know I have it here. It's probably under all of this stuff. Needle and thread, you know, I knew I had purchased it. Here we are. I had put it back in the box. I need to take this apart, take this out, and put it in. I have a small box. I'm not going to go get it and show it to you, but I have a small box that I got at Dollarama, I think. A little bigger than this, maybe about the same width, but taller, and it's full of sewing things. So, and the only reason I bought it was because of these large needles. And it's been in this box all that time. I'm sure I bought this a long time ago. I'm sure of it. I'm still finding things in my stash. I'm still complaining. I'm still complaining. I'm just surprising myself. I'm going, I couldn't find it. Now I found it. I better start using it. And I think these booklets that I get, I think I'm going to have to keep those out of the box because I'm going to be losing them. I won't find them. So they need to go on my bookshelf. And I do have a bookshelf. You know that. I have 2 bookshelves. But this can go with my other books. And this can easily be turned into a notepad where I'm going to write dimensions on here when I'm watching a video, ideas, you know. I could keep that handy because it's nice and small and very thick. If I needed the paper, if I needed some lined paper, although it's very, very thin, you know, I could probably tea dye these or coffee dye or whatever these and have them lined and have those to put in, you know. So there's a lot of things that I can do with that, but if I can't find it, right, put that all together on my shelf. If I can't find it, how can I use it? And I get frustrated. So it's my own fault. I know I have so much more to go through. It's just, I have to be in the mood. I have to, seriously, I have to be really in the mood to do any crafting. And I get started on something. I take things out that I want to work on, like my stamps. I had paper out for my stamps, and then I found this handmade paper that I thought, wow, this could be, you know, really, because it's textured and everything, you could almost make a signature out of it, you know, maybe a 5 by, yeah, that's a little bit bigger than a 5, you know, 5 by 7.5. So if you have one that's 6 by 8, this would be great to put in as an insert into your signatures. And I mean, look at this beautiful, I mean, I could do it even this way, you know, although it's darker on this side because you can see it's raised a little bit. You know, you could even have it this way where you can have it, you know. I mean, gosh, I've got the tools. I've got the tools. I'm just finding them. I am just finding them. And that's why I got so overwhelmed with everything. That's why I got so just didn't want to come in my craft room. Well, another reason I didn't want to come in here was because it was Mom's room. But wow, I mean, look at the stuff that I have already. I don't need to purchase. Just bring it together. You know, I've got all my buttons that I can use. I can make button clusters. I have a box over here full of material. I think it's called fabric material that I can rip up, and I know I can't sew it on a machine, but there's no reason why I can't hand sew. You know, for fun one day, just grab a bunch of pieces, put it together, and I mean, I could even put this on one of the fabric clusters, the fabric, you know, clusters with a button. And you know, I could even rip up some of this. It's very sturdy. It's very thick. It's very sturdy. So anyway, guys, that's it again for me. Thank you so much for your patience in, you know, my ranting, in my finding stuff. Like I said, I am sure what happened here is I was working on different things and ended up just throwing it all in the box to put away. Of course, once you put the cover on it, put it away with no label, you forget you've got it, you know? And these papers, you know, that I got, I mean, these would be great to use. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm going on and on and on. Thanks for joining me again. Thanks for listening to my rants. I'm just surprising myself. I'm surprising myself constantly with items that I think in my head I need to get, and I end up finding it that I've already purchased it. Yep, shop your own stash. As they say, shop your own stash. All right, guys, thanks for joining me again. I'm sorry this whole week has been kind of crazy, ranting, finding things, trying to do something and then get sidetracked because I found more things. But I am, we'll go back to this because I'm just kind of proud of it. I am pleased with this one. I think I did a good job on this cluster. And I could have even done that in blue because I do have blue distress ink. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.